Flex Night. Funk.
Kia. Hoopla.
Are we still recording?
We are.
Them bombs got a little too excited. Huh?
Yeah.
Wait, were we recording that still?
Yeah,
can we keep that? Yeah.
Yeah, let's
We'll keep it.
Let's keep this going. Wait, are you still recording now?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So, live and in action. Damn, I'm really a nut.
Clean up on Al.
Keep clean up on Al Kia, really.
Al Kia.
I got a carpet. Yeah. Wait, I'm gonna just keep this here because I'm a little messy.
Keep it there.
Yeah, I'm a little.
Do what you gotta do.
It's a lot going on, right?
Camera.
Yeah, it's a lot going on, right?
What's up, Slim?
What's up, Slim? I don't know who Slim is, but, you know. A lot of nice people in this office.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Paper towels like under the table or something so they be like off camera.
Gotcha. Funk Master Flex Night. Funk Master. Boom. Okay, so hey, what's up? My name is Kia.
Oh. My bad.
Okay. Yeah, I'm about to see. Let me
Let's do it.
clean this all up and pour your drink. Somebody knocking on the door. Knocking on your door. After dark.
Been away so long. No one's gotta know.
You want some more?
Yeah.
Want some more? You want some more? You
Hold up.
want some more? What?
We almost spilled again. Okay, stop.
Are we nuts?
We are. All right.
Kai.
Yes. Hey.
As we should be. Okay.
Is this your? This is not your laptop.
No, I didn't bring mine.
All right.
Okay, so where were we at? Oh, hi, I'm Kia.
And I'm Kai.
Should we say our social media handles?
Mm.
Should we say our social media handles?
Like this. We good?
Bring it up some more.
Shut up.
Up a little bit more.
Like this. We good?
Up some more.
Okay. Yeah. I can actually.
Mama. Oh my God, I don't know the lyrics to 4-Page Letter by Aaliyah.
It starts off like how you was just saying the.
Yeah, and then she goes, Mama always.
I know it, but we're not gonna.
you know because you want to suck.
We're not gonna do that.
We're not gonna do this. So hey guys, welcome to the Pack Lite podcast.
Whoop, whoop.
What is? I guess we should start about. That was ahead.
What is
I'm not even drunk yet, so I don't know why I'm dropping things. But yeah. So this is the Pack Lite podcast. And basically, this is just a podcast. Kai and I, we always talk about spirituality and life and experiences that we go through as young 20-something-year-olds. Mm-hmm. And we just wanted to have a place where we maturely discuss things dealing with life and love and spirituality and sex and all the rest of that great stuff.
Not so much in emphasis on maturely. We play around too much, so maybe a little bit of immaturity. But most of the time.
Most of the time.
Yeah.
Most of the time. Respectfully. Why? Okay.
All right, let's get into some things.
Let's get into some things because we're going to get into some things.
Can we talk about, did you see the Fenty fashion show?
No.
I was supposed to watch it.
I didn't
so
watch
we got
it.
something to talk about. Okay. But I did see behind the scenes, and it was cute.
It looked cute. I like the whole neon
cute.
aspect. I think it was like a color.
Like fairy theme, right?
Yeah, like it was like fairy neon type.
Avatar-ish.
I know Lauryn Hill's daughter. I don't know how to pronounce her name, so.
Sela.
Okay.
I want to say it's Sela. Could be wrong.
It's really
spelled
nice,
like
though.
Sela.
Yeah, it's really
Yeah.
pretty. But I think she was saying on Instagram that Rihanna stole her concept, which, I mean, as a creative director myself, I can tell you, like, there's no such thing as somebody stealing your concept. I feel like things are meant to be repeated. It's all about how you execute it.
Right.
So, I mean, if you feel like she stole your concept, just come back a little bit harder or find a new way to envision that concept. But don't take it like that.
I feel like That's kind of just like saying like, hey, somebody stole my outfit or we can't recreate anything. First of all, it's a fashion type
I love
of
you,
thing.
sis. But I just want to say this ginger ale and Moet is amazing.
Oh, you mixed it?
I did. Why do we keep Are we?
I didn't mix it. Are we effing up? I could curse. We fucking up? Are we fucking up? Oh, okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, so I feel like it's just like fashion. You know how fashion repeats itself? It's a fashion show. Exactly. So to say that someone stole your idea, I don't know. Maybe, you know, it could be partially true or whatever, but it's just like, that's on you because you can't really tell everybody everything.
But did she tell Rihanna that?
That's what I feel like. I don't even know. Like, where did she even come
like?
from?
I don't think Rihanna DM'd her and was like, "Hey, girl,
yeah, like, hey,
I'm doing this fashion." Like, no offense, because I know she's getting into fashion.
Yeah.
But like, I don't think her and Rihanna had a conversation. And Rihanna was like, "Hey," because she's like our age. She went to Columbia.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't think like Rihanna was like, "Hey, I'm gonna steal this like young girl's idea." Like, I don't know. I just don't.
I don't
know.
I don't care. Like,
I mean, but it has something to do with the Fendi fashion show.
It does, but it's just like it came from out of nowhere.
Yeah.
It's like you always have like that one hater was like, you stole my idea, and it's just like,
you were my friend. That was my
this
friend.
Show is like last week. The shit is over.
But we brought up the Fenty fashion show thing because one key component of our shows, we like to talk about sex. I mean, I like talking about sex. So damn, I forgot my point of view already.
Oh,
we were talking about lingerie. Mm-hmm. That's where it was going, because Fenty fashion show is like a lingerie show, whatever. And now she has the Fenty draws. You getting your niggas some Fenty draws?
Need a nigga for Fenty draws.
I'm definitely not buying any nigga no Fenty draws. I'm sorry, like I'm not buying you no fucking Fenty
I'm not doing
draws.
it. We could keep it
real
classic with
Calvin Klein
over Calvin Klein's, whatever you know he's comfortable with. Yeah, but
I'm not buying you no Fenty draws, because my nigga, if I take your pants off and them shit say Fenty on them, we got a problem.
I feel like,
why we both wearing Fenty underclothes?
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
This is an African only. This is an African woman only thing.
Nah, yeah, I definitely don't look for Fenty from me. Don't do it.
But you did bring up a good topic when we were first like planning out the show, which was like, you know, of course nowadays women use lingerie as like we wear it outside, like we wear it to the club.
Bitches wear that shit with Air Maxes, and I'm not okay.
That's not okay at all. But you posed the question of like, do women even still, outside of like going out to clubs and stuff like that, do women even still wear lingerie just like in the bedroom or for themselves? Like are you buying lingerie? Like I buy lingerie for myself, clearly from my Instagram, but because out in Joshua Tree, I was definitely like, I need to take a cute little picture. Yes. Which we need, just on the note, we need more Black designers in lingerie. I'm very proud of, I know I've seen a couple people getting into lingerie. My cousin's best friend, Brianna, she's getting into lingerie. My godmother, sweet. My cousin's goddaughter, Ashanti, she's getting into lingerie, Gorge by Ashant. So I'm proud to see like a lot of you guys starting to get into lingerie, because one thing I could say I have an issue with, like as a lingerie buyer, is like it's hard to find things that fit my like vagina.
A vag.
I was gonna say my pussy, but like
this our shit.
But like it's hard for me to find things. No, like even when you go to Victoria's Secret, like shit crawling up your ass and shit like
it's
that.
It's very
like,
uncomfortable. Like
the fuck. Like
we need more Black owned.
What does pussy talk? Comfort. Like, like please, like
more comfortable lingerie.
Yeah,
I would say.
And also like, I guess just more for like different sizes. Everyone's not a size 2 or 6. Like, you know, make some for my plus size girls, or my girls who got a little in some area. Like I know me, I have no ass at all. So, but I do have some very nice tits. So, so like I like things that kind of flaunt my cleavage, but like kind of still gives me a nice little, like it make it look like I have something back there.
Like a little.
Yes, because I don't have.
Like a little cuff.
I don't have shit back there.
Okay.
But what type of lingerie do you like? Like I like bodysuits.
Bodysuits are cute. I like 2 pieces. I could do kind of like both, honestly. I like bodysuits. 2 pieces are cute. What's the other ones? It's like Well, it
What,
still
like
would
the
be
knickers,
considered.
like the ones that have like it's like the fuck. I know Asian Provocateur has them, but it's like the panties and it has like the like they're like damn, I can't fucking think of the name of them, but it's like the little like things that hang on. It's like I don't know.
Like if you
Like
was
the
to-
old
like with the-
fashioned
like the garter
kind.
shit.
Yeah,
I mean, it all depends on the look and then what you going for.
right.
So if it's giving, I'll cop it. Like,
Right. I don't know. Some lingerie is just too fucking expensive. Like, I remember when I used to work at Short Hills and they had the Asian Provocateur store.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, excuse me. And, like, I wanted some of their lingerie so fucking bad. But it would be so damn expensive. Like, them niggas wanted, like, $800 for a bra.
Negative.
And then it's another, La Perla. I like La Perla. Yeah, they're
What is
like
that?
it's like a high-end. These are, like, expensive.
Bougie.
Bougie
babe.
lingerie. Actually, we have to plan a trip to Paris. So you can.
Let's do it.
Well, in COVID, I don't know if they're gonna allow us in
I know.
because our passports don't mean shit anymore. Because apparently we can't prove that
This
we're
is
a healthy country.
so Ghetto. Yelp review. Very
0
ghetto.
out of 10. Honestly, wouldn't recommend.
Wouldn't recommend.
What else did we have on this topic besides lingerie? Because these were like our little fun topics before we started
You gonna
getting
wear
real
lingerie
deep.
for your nigga?
Ah.
Yay or nay?
I still have like body dysmorphia things that I need to work out.
Okay.
Like I did like go through. Eventually down the line, I'll talk about like my weight loss shit. But
Okay.
like I'm still trying to get comfortable with my new size and the fact that I have no ass. But I feel like I had an ass when I was bigger, and then when I started losing weight, it went. But
that be happening to some people.
no, it does because even my bust size like went down a little bit. I used to be like, I think I was like a 32 double D, and now I'm just a regular D cup.
You still in the D's, so it doesn't matter.
I don't know. It's kind
Bitches
of
out here
it's
have
kind of
A's.
frustrating, but it's okay. I'm comfortable with it.
This too shall pass.
It's too shall pass. Oh, the other thing we had on the list was talking dirty.
Okay.
The art of talking dirty.
People don't talk dirty enough.
You don't think so?
No. Can you hear me? Can you hear me if I sit back like this? All right, it's more comfortable.
Up some more.
Shut up. There we go. It all works out. It's better? We good?
I just keep
Like,
hearing
we
Aaliyah
good?
every time you say that.
Okay, good.
I just keep hearing Aaliyah.
But nah, I feel like people don't talk dirty enough.
Mm-hmm.
That's one. Yeah, like
Well, what? Okay, so
get it going. Stop being boring.
but there's a thin line between talking too much in the bedroom and then talking.
talk
not
enough. Okay.
What is talking enough to you?
We both gonna say some things and then we both gonna get back into it. But it's like we not gonna stop while we saying some things. We saying things and we still doing it. Don't be silent. Like if I'm asking you shit or
I
I'm talking
definitely
to
don't
you,
think you should be silent.
just
during
don't be
sex.
silent. Like the fuck is wrong with you? Don't be silent. Pop shit. Does not popping shit makes shit better. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Not everyone has the voice for talking dirty. I think that plays a big role in it too.
Maybe
Like,
that's why people be quiet.
yeah, that plays a big role in it too. Because if you talk like a nigga and you over here talking about some, what this pussy feel like, my nigga. Like,
no.
like, hey, yo, ma, just ain't it. Like,
No, not like
or
that.
if you like, you be one of them niggas because niggas do moan.
Mm-hmm.
If you one of them niggas that be sounding like fucking like, I don't know, Daffy Duck when you be fucking like, in like, I don't want to hear what coming out of your mouth. So that also plays a role into it, like your tone of voice. I think that plays a big role in it. Also what you say. Cause you could say something and I'm like, that sound real corny. Like clearly you watched some Ebony, you went to Ebony porn. And you
don't
grabbed
come
that.
in here with the scripted shit.
Yeah, don't come in here with the, you like that? What's my name? Okay, all right. Okay,
I was
Lawrence.
like, sir.
Okay,
Sir.
Ronald. All right, thanks. like whatever. But like, yeah, and I feel like you gotta really like, I think what really makes like talking dirty really good is like when you have a real like chemistry with that person.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like when you really like in it, like you be like, damn, shorty, like shit kind of alright. You be like, yeah, nigga, this shit, I like, okay, like you really gotta like be like having some real deep chemistry with that person, because if not, it's just gonna feel forced.
Yeah. No, I agree.
But you shouldn't be having sex with people that you feel like you gotta force shit with anyway. But that's another topic for another day. Y'all niggas should not be having, you women should not be having sex with people that you feel like you gotta force some shit with. If that's the case, then you need to just rub that one out. Just saying.
I
I think that was all. Oh no, we were gonna like give a little highlight to some music artists that we really enjoyed. So who was your artist again from Jersey?
I feel like Surf isn't big enough.
Didn't he just get 1 million views on one of his videos?
He did.
Like that's big.
I think yeah.
Yeah, he did. Shout out to him. Can we get some claps for him? Like that's huge.
I just feel like
certified quality.
I just feel like I don't know. Like I mean, you know, time and patience is really everything. But I just feel like there's so many other goofies getting put. Now, I'm not gonna call them goofies because I don't really know how they are. But like trash ass artists that's getting put on quicker. And then it's just like you got some real authentic shit.
Surf been out here for a minute.
Yeah, and then it's just like get into it. Don't get me wrong, but it's just like, bro, you should be, you know, way bigger. And it is not on him. It's the people. It's how the music industry is set up.
Jersey has it rough anyway. When it comes to breaking through, because it's like you're in the shadow of. When it comes to hip hop, you're in the shadow of Philly and New York.
Yeah, somebody did say that.
And then when it comes to just as a creative scene as a whole, we're always looked at like we don't have shit to offer besides dancing.
I'm sick.
And niggas said that on Twitter.
Like, discredit no dancers or anything like that.
There's more to Jersey than Jersey Club. And I'm going to always stand on that. Like, I respect Unicorn. I respect Cookie. Like, I respect everybody. But there's more to Jersey than just Jersey Club.
And I feel like that's what...
But that's all people see. That's all people know. Mm-hmm. Don't worry. We're going to change that in a second.
Yeah.
Interrupted Mag coming soon.
I just feel...
Can I get a drop for my magazine dropping soon? Period.
But nah, I just feel like... Yeah, I feel like he should just be way bigger than what he is. I don't know. Once again, everything does take time. But yeah, I don't know.
In due time. Well, we giving him his props here. Mm-hmm. My artist, I hope I'm not pronouncing your name wrong, love, but it's Jet. Okay. She's a singer. I've heard about her because Kennard, he's a good friend of mine. Mm-hmm. He's the he was the producer and creative director. Of her project, which I should probably pull up the name of it, but hold on, let me try to. No, I don't put my phone. My phone is like on some bullshit. But yeah, her name's Jet, and she's really, really dope. Her style kind of gives me like Khalees.
I love Khalees.
Yeah, like I mean, not the music per se, but like, well, there is one song, "Stupid," that kind of reminds me of that very like Neptune's Khalees work. It kind of reminds me of the song Popular Thug by Khalees and Nas. Okay. But I like It's Okay and Henny a lot. No COVID. Just got tested. But yeah, like she's really dope, and I just want to see more like singers on the rise anyway. Because I think like it's a lot of dope, like you said, it's a lot of dope musicians out here, but everybody want to come up. I'm glad you pulled up the notes.
Yeah, something told me.
Yeah, I was definitely slacking. But yeah, she's dope, and I really like her a lot.
Yeah.
So those are.
I have to look into her.
Yeah, she's. I'll play you some in the car. Like she's dope.
Yeah, Kia likes to put me onto music, guys.
I mean, y'all know the
Flo Millie. Now Flo's my sis. I love Flo.
You love Flo now. Rhonda put you on a Victoria Monet.
No, it's something about she gives me. We were talking about that too. She gives me young.
What, Flo? Or
no, Victoria Monet.
Victoria.
She gives me young Janet vibes.
She loves Janet, actually. Spin no COVID. I have asthma, so excuse me. But no, she actually loves Janet Jackson. Like I've been following her career since back when she was just a songwriter. Mm-hmm. That's actually how she got her start writing songs. A lot of people might know her from her work with Ariana Grande. Mm-hmm. She wrote a lot of. She wrote Thank You Next.
My shit.
Yes, like Shorty actually out here, and she was working on her music at the same time. But you know, it's hard when you're trying to help somebody else with their shit and then do your own. And I think she was also still trying to find her footing. Like I'm gonna play you one song from her, one of her early like things, and it sounds like Baby Janet, but you could tell she was still trying to find herself.
Not Baby Janet.
Baby Janet, but you could tell she was still trying to find herself, and like definitely on this Project Jaguar, like you could definitely hear like okay, Shorty, like.
And I even went back to her previous albums and got it in tune and.
It's completely different.
I got a concert every morning now. So
like Shorty really out here. So I love Victoria Monet. I love Flo Millie.
No, yeah, that's my girl.
Nah, they dope. So let's give them a clap. Let's give them a round of applause.
I feel like not a lot of we need a balance. I feel like not a lot of people listen to enough R&B or
I feel like niggas listen to the same shit. They love going back to 90s R&B. It's more to R&B than just 90s
that
R&B.
too. or just strictly one genre of music. You gotta switch it up. Too much of something ain't good all the time.
That's very true.
Keep it balanced. You listening to all this rap music, it keep you level headed. I understand it's like grounding purposes, but
I don't know. I don't be forcing
get in tune. No, I do. I'm always trying to put people up on music because music, like it's music.
I pick
like,
and choose who I put on to music.
You're supposed to do that.
Cause you ain't about to disrespect my taste. Like, what the fuck is this? Nigga, I know my shit. Period. But yeah, so those were just like our fun topics. Like, we like to start off lighthearted because, as you know, I stated earlier, like we do kind of get a little deep. We kind of envision it as like, how did I explain it? I like it's kind of like therapy. Oh, you got the screenshot. Because we were talking about it and I like sent her some shit. She's like, can we put it on the wall of this?
Nah, yeah, it's really like, it's real therapy.
Yeah, that's how I kind of envision it. It's like
you
therapy.
You said,
and you quote,
and I quote, you said, nah, this shit is gonna go mental wellness, astrology, healing, etc. Like it's therapy, but for people who can't afford it or do really want to go but need a place to unleash it. By the end of the episode, you're literally releasing dead weight. Shit is about to be flames. LOL.
So you better pack like, yeah.
You are watching a master at work.
All right, so let's really tap in, sweetie.
What was our first topic?
Clingy and obsessive behavior in relationships and friendships, also known as attachment issues. You niggas are annoying. It's like nah. But yeah, let's get into it. You like clingy or no?
I definitely don't like no clingy ass nigga. But here's how I'm gonna reverse it, right? Because like I have actually been in a position where I was the clingy and obsessive person.
Okay.
I can admit that. One of my Pisces, so we naturally just meet one person and
Shout
we're
out
like,
to all the water signs.
I mean, y'all know the vibes. But I was gonna shout them out, like, you know how you be in the club and they be like, oh, my Jamaicans.
Yo,
wave your flag.
Okay.
I have no accent. I'm sorry. I'm supposed
wave your flag.
Wave your flag.
How about just put that up there?
Oh, perfect. But yeah. So okay. So I'm naturally, how would I say? I'm naturally a dreamy person. So like, and I'm a hopeless romantic. So when I first meet somebody and we vibe, especially if we vibing from music or something like that, like hard eyes, let's get married. And of course, as you get older, you gotta realize like that shit is for the birds. And in my last relationship, I was definitely the clingy type.
Okay.
One time I popped up at this nigga job.
You did a pop up.
I did a pop up
in
the middle of the day, like, because he was not responding.
Lunch break.
Like he was not responding, and I was just like, it was in the summertime, so I don't think I was working at the time. I think I was just strictly in school.
Okay.
And like, I was just like, fuck it. Like I was with my sister too. Shout out my sister. She just got engaged. So
yes.
Shout out to Shayna. But yeah, like I was with Shayna and I was just like, fuck it, we about to drop. First of all, this nigga lived like 45 minutes away from me. Like all the way down the Parkway.
45 minutes away.
She did. I drove. I sped. I was crossing like state lines. Shayna was like, "Where are we going?" But Shayna the type. Okay, I don't know where we're going. Just give me
with the shits.
Yeah, like okay. So she was actually like she actually bought some sneakers off him. Like he was. Oh, I ain't gonna say what the homeboy Fergie. But
keep it discreet.
I mean, keep it discreet. But yeah, like she actually bought something out of his store, and like I was just the clingy type. Like I always wanted to know what he was doing, where he was at. I always wanted to be up under him.
My brother
the
calling.
Bro calling.
Not right now, Zay. Go ahead.
But yeah, like I just always wanted to be up under him, and I guess I thought that, and this goes into our next topic, but I'm not gonna go too deep in it yet. But like, I guess I don't know. I thought like my definition of love was fucked up.
Okay.
From my experiences of seeing like my mom and my dad, and then my dad with other women, and then my relationship with my father. So I just always wanted to be up under him. I longed to be around him, and when I wasn't around him, I didn't feel like myself.
Okay.
And I think
it's
that's
like a void.
He really did fill a void for me. Like when I was low and depressed and shit like that, like I needed to be up under him. It was so bad. I was in Miami and I was literally like on South Beach. Should have been sitting here getting drunk, enjoying myself. No, I'm calling this nigga like trying to see what's up with him.
Right.
So where I come from the point of view of I used to be the clingy and obsessive person, and I know how frustrating that shit can be. Because I literally like I won't say I chased him away. It was a lot of things wrong with that relationship. But I think I definitely played a role in why it eventually like went the way it went, because everybody needs their space. And I feel like when you start to cloud someone's space, like that's a problem. Like you guys should be able to be 100% by yourself. If you're entering a relationship and you're on 30 and you feel like this person needs to be the 70 to complete you, that's a problem.
But then I also feel like that goes into people jumping into relationship after relationship and not taking time to heal themselves. Like I know people who literally can't be by themselves, and you know, to each his own, but it's like you're bugging. Like take that time to heal, work on you, you know, and then I get the whole concept of you should be able to be with somebody while working on yourself, because it can happen, but to a certain extent. If you got a lot of shit you need to work on, you need to be by yourself until you feel like you're able to do it. Because sometimes it be too much. You growing and then you trying to have your relationship grow too. And it's like, I get the whole leveling up together process, but in that aspect, like the whole, you know, like attachment issues, daddy issues, when we get into that, it's just like you got to figure out what's really good with you, and then like, you know, proceed. Not saying you can't talk to people, because you can, but don't give so much, because you still got to give to yourself.
So at what point did, like, okay, because clingy and obsessive is different for certain people. So at what point for you does it become like, nigga, you are doing way too much?
I get annoyed easily.
Same. I think that's just a water sign thing.
I really do get annoyed easily. But I feel like I need space. You could be clingy in a cute way, but don't blow my shit.
What's clingy in a cute way though?
Like, oh, I want to see you. You know, stuff like that. The intimacy part of that. But don't be like clingy.
Is that really cute though? Y'all want to see you. Okay, I'm busy right. Like I know me, I'm in a
that's different. That's different. That's like, okay, like, I'm busy right now.
I know me, I'm in a very busy place right now. Like for instance, we doing a podcast right now, then you got to go do it like your fitting, and then like we got things.
Like I get that. No, that's what I'm saying.
So if you hitting me up all day, what you doing? Nigga, I am busy.
No. Not one of them. What you doing every 5 minutes ass niggas. No, because at this point,
no, but that's what
at this. If it's one of those what you doing every 5 minutes, is not, you're not even gonna have a chance to ask me what I'm doing in the next 6 minutes, because you're blocked by 5. So it's just that simple.
Almost came out my nose.
It's just that simple. Like, but it's. The cute, clingy people know what I'm talking about. But it's hard to explain.
Shout out to all the cute, clingy people. Much love to y'all.
You know,
damn, they can't get no. I was about to say, damn, they can't get.
He don't want to hear that shit.
He like, man, fuck all that cute, clingy shit.
But nah, I feel like what you're doing every 5 minutes and things of that nature, that's when it becomes, it's clingy, but then obsessive, how it's being brought about, and then depending on the individual.
Let's look up the definitions of clingy and obsessive.
Okay, yeah.
Because when I think of obsessive, I think of like your whole world.
Oh, that too
revolves around this one particular person. And if you are not around, and I was just like, why are you so obsessed with me?
Period.
Obsession, noun, the state of being obsessed with someone or something. Mm-hmm. An idea or thought that continually preoccupies or intrudes on a person's mind.
Run that back, Turbo. What'd you say? I was listening, but like, I turned out real quick.
Obsession is a noun.
Okay.
Is the state of being obsessed with someone or something. Yeah, you could just keep it that simple.
Okay. And what's clingy?
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Hold on a second. Why are you so obsessed with me? Y'all should check out Mariah Carey's book. It's really good. Clingy.
You found it?
I did. Okay. Clingy is an adjective.
Okay.
And it is liable to cling. Clinging. What type of fucked up definition
is
it
in the sentence?
Can you use it in a sentence? Like, what the fuck?
Okay, look. Moral of the story is just don't do too much. That's just it. Just don't do too much.
But how do you know when you are doing too much? Because some people genuinely like, okay, some nigga might really be hitting you up like, yo, you good? Like, you need anything? And you might find it like, oh, this nigga mad annoying, but he might see it as I'm just trying to check on you.
I won't find it like that. Like, if it's one of those, you good, you checking up on me. Oh, respectfully, right. Okay, thank you, because you think about me, and you know it's the thought that always counts. You feel me? So it's just like, okay, that's what you're doing. Thank you.
Right.
But it's really some niggas that really know what they doing and they do way too much. And then me personally, I'm gonna tell you, like, if you want to know, like, you just, how you was just saying, like, how do you know when you're doing too much? I'm gonna tell you, you're doing too much. Like, I get annoyed easily. That's the first thing I get annoyed easily. I'm working on it. And I haven't been getting annoyed like that lately, so I've been good. But,
this all goes back to, like, boundaries and communication.
Yeah, like, I'm gonna really tell you, you doing too much. Like, not in a negative way, like you know, you really doing something, but we gonna talk, like, and I'm gonna tell you, like, all right, I need a little bit of space with this, that, and the third, like, and because I'm being so real with you, you should really have no choice but to respect it, because I'm not out here, like, dubbing your shit.
Right.
You know, like, you texting me and I'm not responding, this and that and the third, like, I'm really being straight up with you, like, all right. And anytime somebody is straight up with you, you have no choice but to respect it. You only get points when you be real. That's it.
Respectfully.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Because, like, this shit really... Okay, hold on. Moet makes me burp. And I have asthma. So let me take...
we about to talk. You about to get the pumping and go.
So this all goes back to a lot of things, like, which are things that we're going to get into eventually, like boundaries, communication, like your relationship with those in your family, shit like that. I think a lot of people have trauma that they are unhealed from.
Yes.
One of those are, like, attachment issues. I have worked through. That's what I will say. I have worked through. Do I have a paper cut? No. I have worked through my attachment issues.
Okay.
My father was there for me. This is when we start getting personal. Because, I mean, a lot of people, when it comes to attachment issues, don't want to also address the fact that it stems from their parents. Whether your parent was there or not.
Period.
Because some of y'all got daddy issues, whether your father was there or not. And that's whether you are a man or a woman. Everybody knows how I feel about my dad, or at least I think people do. I love my father, and my father was OG. And I love my father. Like, you know, my father's been there for me physically, mentally and emotionally, not that much. And my father's way of showing he loves me is by buying me things. So
materialistic love.
Yeah. So ever since I was a kid, it was like, my mom always tells this story of when, like, I was a little kid, like, they took me Christmas shopping because, like, they didn't want to lie about the fact that, like, I was like 2 and Shayna was like a whole ass teenager, so they was just like, fuck it, let's just go Christmas shopping with the kids.
Yeah.
And, like, my father would just throw shit in there, and my mother was like, the tab would run up to, like, over 1,000, and, like, but your father didn't care. That was his way of showing he loved you. Through conversations with my father, I realized that my father grew up poor, like most black families. Well, I won't say like most black families, because that's not true, but, you know, if you're from Newark, EO, and your parents grew up in the 50s or the 60s, and they probably didn't grow up in the best situations.
Yeah.
And my father has, I think it's 7 of them altogether. And so my father, you know, he grew up, he ate what he could, he dressed like hand-me-downs. Like, my father survived the best way he knew how, you know what I'm saying? And his father wasn't in his life. My father's story of how the men in his life is a bit fucked up. Like, his biological father didn't want to be in his life. His mother was legally married at the time when she did step out in her marriage and got pregnant with my father. And it was her husband that stepped up and took care of my father. And
kind of similar to my pop's story in a sense. Yeah.
And so my father, like, that used to bother him. I remember one time I had a conversation with my father, and I was like, why are you so protective of me? Because my dad, he's very protective of me. I was like, why are you so protective? He's like, yo, when I was a kid, my biological father used to come and see me, but he would only stay for like 30 minutes because he would always come like right before he would go back home, because he had a whole nother wife and kids on a whole nother side of town. And he said, I remember I used to walk my father down to the bus station, and I would cry the whole way walking back because I didn't want my father to leave me. And when he told me that, now mind you, my father's 62, and this conversation happened, I think it was last year. And, like, my father had tears in his eyes, grown ass man, 60 something years old, sitting here with tears in his eyes, talking about something that happened 40 something years ago, 50 something years ago, because he just couldn't let that go.
Right.
And I think because of that, he then had an attachment on me, but his attachment to me was showing me love in all the ways he didn't get it.
Yeah.
So about always trying to be there physically. So my father was at every talent show, every fashion show, every this, every that. He never missed anything. Only time he missed shit was when he was locked up. Other than that, my father was there for everything.
Right.
Or buying me things because his parents couldn't afford to buy him shit. As far as when I was going through, I've publicly opened up about suffering from bipolar disorder and my depression and anxiety and shit like that. When it comes to that, when it comes to talking about men, when it talks about like anything like that, he is like absent. Like, get the fuck over it.
Real numb to it.
Yeah.
That plays a part because of...
And so I always went looking to other people for that. And unfortunately, I always went looking to men for it.
Nah, that's understandable. That comes from yeah. That comes from
Got real deep real quick, didn't it?
Yeah, shit got dark. Shit got real spooky. Shit got pull me up.
Shit got real spooky.
Pull me up because we about to get into it. No, but for real, I feel like that comes from
Hold up, we need a Moet pour up.
I need a Moet minute because
Nah, shit got real. No, I'm being dead ass because like when you don't get something from home, you go out in the world
and that's
looking
why
for
it's
it.
like that's why like he's numb to it, and especially when you come to tell him about your issues and things of that nature with men, it's like he's on some get the fuck over it because it's like he in his mind he got over it, but then it's just like when y'all talk, he really didn't get over it. Healing is a never ending process, and that's just that. Like,
nah, facts.
But I could say I don't know. I won't necessarily how could I put this? I've worked through attachment issues, but I won't say that I have like high attachment issues. I really don't. It was the closure situation that we had gotten into before when you sent me the whole Twitter thread and shit like that.
Can you forgive your parents?
I could say
that's all. We'll get to that later.
Like, I feel you have to. In order for you to grow, you have to. It doesn't mean
I can't even get to that right now because I love my parents to death, but I still got shit with my parents that and
that's understandable. But it's just like
I need a whole episode for Josie and a whole episode for Zachary because
my family is just dysfunctional.
No.
It's like, all right, look, you always got two sides. Like,
facts.
My pop side, which is kind of similar to your story with your dad, like my dad's biological father wasn't in his life like that because of his resentment towards my grandmother, who kind of in a sense like stepped out on them or whatever. But you see like
how fucked up
that like, they ain't got shit to do with me.
On, son, like,
but look, that's what I'm saying. So I like
you niggas back in the 50s and the 60s and stuff, y'all was wildin'.
Get over it.
Y'all
like,
was wild.
Get over it. But nah, that goes back into saying it like my father had attachment issues with trying to build a relationship with his father. And I remember being like super young, we're in a cab, I'm with my mother, and I think my dad somewhat had got in touch with his biological father. Crazy part is bro lives right there. Like, I go get my doobies down the street on Munn, and you know that,
like that though.
You know that little hospital that's right there? It's like it's Kessler, and then it's a doobie shop, and it's that street that's right there.
Yeah.
He lived right there. I don't have no relationship with him because it's like you my father's biological father, so it's like you really my grandfather, but you weren't in my life. So my grandfather, who was in my life, is just like, okay, that's really my grandfather. But yeah, and I remember us being in a cab. It's like mad late, and my father pulls up to his crib. He tells him to come though. That's the thing, because there would have been no reason for us to go over there. Like, tells him to come. My father is knocking on the door. All the lights is on in the house. Bro does not open the door for him. And then my father always yearned for that
love,
that void. So he filled that void with drug abuse, substance abuse, stuff like that. So it's just like,
are you comfortable discuss? I know we've discussed, but are you comfortable?
Oh, I don't give a fuck. Okay. Like, because it is what it is.
No, but like, because these are, I mean, as she stated earlier, like, it's basically therapy. So like, so y'all might hear some personal things about us. If y'all niggas try to use that shit against me, I will get you clapped. No, I'm sure. No, but really,
it is what it is, because it's just like, all right,
it's me. Like, if
what Money Bag say, this right here, the real me, some shit like that.
What you fans or something?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
the FBI? You CIA?
That's what I'm saying. So it's just like, all right, it is what it is, you know, because it's like everybody got a story. So it's just like whatever. But yeah, so I could say my relationship with my father, it's good to a certain extent. Like, there's been
Is it what?
fuck going on out there.
Y'all good out there? Cause you guys are being very unprofessional right now. Yes, I am trying to
Go
record.
somewhere with that.
Yes.
You had to put on your white girl voice.
Yes, I did.
It's cool. It's cool.
I'm crying. No, actually, you know. I want to.
Yeah, let's keep it in. It's
more
more
authentic.
organic. It's more organic. Let's keep it in.
authentic.
But nah, yeah, so I feel like my dad has been in my life. Don't get me wrong. Like, kind of in the sense of where you were going with it. It's just like, I'm spoiled. But I'm a good spoil. It's like,
Yeah,
I know how to go with and I know how to go without. And then it's just like, I could get it on my own regardless.
Right, like, and that's, I mean.
And that's just that on that.
I ain't looking for none of y'all money.
I could get it on my own regardless. But yeah, I would say my dad will go into in the sense of giving, like to try to build a relationship instead of actually building a relationship. And then in the sense of with him being through his phase of drug abuse and stuff like that. And it's like, I would get fed up. Like, that shit was for years. When I say years, what am I, 24? That shit was for years. So it's like, I done seen some shit. I done seen it all. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like, when in the sense of him getting clean, when he will be clean and he'll be up, as we would call it, up, it was no limit to what I could get. But then when shit start to slow down, some of my shit would get removed from him, being, you know, taken away and sold or whatever. But it's just like, there's always a love you'll have for your parents off the strength of that being your parent. It's like,
right.
you could disregard them, but it will always be that
It's your
soft
mans.
spot. Yeah, like, I don't know. And the shit will be annoying. So we done went through hell and back. That's my bro though. But yeah, but still, it's just like, I don't know. All relationships need to be worked on with my family. Like,
Same.
it ain't even really daddy issues. I don't have daddy issues. I could say like I don't. We done, you know, it is what it is. The
Me
situation.
and my father got one thing we need to, outside of like, my father won't like, okay, my mother will tell you, okay, Zah has bipolar disorder. My father, if I even say the words Zakia has bipolar disorder,
He don't want to hear it.
That nigga would flip the table over. No, you don't.
He's like in denial.
I think it's a multitude of things, and you know, I don't want to put his business out there because my father is a little known, but not by y'all niggas, but you know, like in a political term.
Yeah.
But mental illness runs on his side of the family, and his sister that he was extremely close to suffered from a mental illness.
Okay.
And he says I remind him of her a lot, and I think for him, it's a guilt thing because I mean, I'm not to say I got bipolar disorder from my family, but I'm pretty sure it's genetic. You know what I'm saying? And I think for him, it's like, it's just a real, like, if he feels guilty in a sense, like I gave you this.
Nah, I see.
And I can understand that, but at the same time, I'm like, but that's me though. And I need you to accept that. You know what I'm saying? And like, so it's that we need to work through. And then there was an incident between me and my father that I'll never publicly discuss. Unless I really feel like that's something that I need to voice.
Yeah.
And it also relates back to why I won't go too deep with why he probably feels some type of way about me being bipolar. But we had an incident about 2 years ago. And it really hurt me. Like, me and my father have had arguments. We've gone back and forth. We cussed each other out, all of that.
Yeah.
But this was a moment where I was like, you broke my heart. Like, in ways that, like, I don't, damn, I feel like I got to tell the story in order for people to understand where I'm coming from. So, to my father in advance, my father's not going to listen to this, but to my father in advance and any family member that listens to this, I apologize. So, my father, also suffers from mental illness. I won't say what. And him and I had a physical altercation. it wasn't really like no wounds or anything. It was more so like us just like kind of just pulling on each other really. And he had a weak ankle, so I was able to push him down. You know, my father big.
Yeah.
And he had a weak ankle, so I was able to like push him down a little bit. Mm-hmm. And I did something I regret. I had picked up the lamp and I was gonna hit him with it. Mm-hmm. And had a little episode. Kind of walked away.
Yeah.
And it kind of hurt me because I don't put my hands on anybody. Mm-hmm. And let alone I would never want to put my hands on my father.
Right.
And my father's never put his hands on me. So for that to be the one time we did that, I was like, wow, like shit kind of fucked with me. Mm-hmm. And it's something that I feel like me and my father do need to discuss because he acts like it never happened. And
I'm familiar with that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And sorry, my heart beating real fast.
Yeah. Say in church, take your time. Baby,
take your time. Take your time, Pastor. But yeah, like it kind of hurts me because at the time that it happened, I was going through my breakup. Well, me and this nigga was always off and on. He couldn't leave a bitch alone. But we was going through a little breakup. It was just a really rough time for me. Mm-hmm. And I felt like I said earlier, when I couldn't get something from my father as far as love or acceptance or understanding, I went to this guy for it.
Right.
Because he would give it to me. Not me understanding he was only giving it to me because I was giving him something. Sex, obviously. But like, I was giving niggas. You nasty niggas. But, you know, I was giving him something. So he was willing to give me that comfort because I kept giving it to him.
Right.
And it was like a really fucked up time for me because, again, having these attachment issues and being so, I'm a daddy's girl. But also when I'm in love, I'm that daddy's girl. So it's just like, you know, like I had like having my attachment to my dad and then having this attachment to this nigga. And then I was in a place where I didn't have either one. I went into a downward spiral.
Yeah. And
I really it took a while. It really took this year. But like, it really took me to look myself and be like, okay, bro, like you got to be happy with you. Mm-hmm. Like you got to release whatever attachment it is to them because clearly one is unhealthy. And then two, like, it's just too much.
And that's another thing. If you, not to get all religious here.
I do want to say, because somebody might listen to this and be like, well, damn, like, first of all, I love my father to death. And I understand why that situation happened because I understand what my father goes through. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I don't want nobody trying to tell me such shit about my father because that's my fucking man.
Oh, we not about to play about Zachary.
I'll beat somebody's ass with my father. Period. But, yeah.
But yeah, that goes back into what you were saying, like how, you know, you will go to that person and it would just be too much. I will also feel like, not to get super religious here, because I mean, religious is like a political thing and it's just too much to get into.
We got episodes to go.
Yeah, but it's just like, okay, you keep going back to someone or dealing with something that's not healthy, in the sense of what we talked about, probably like while we were on vacation or whatever. Like God would really like show you, like, all right, you don't want to listen, bet I'm about to drop
God's
this.
Gonna pop up like, what's that Vine? Surprise, motherfucker.
Look alive, motherfucker. Remember that Vine? But no, that's what I'm saying. Like if you
I'm screaming at surprise, motherfucker.
No, for real, that really is my favorite Vine video. But yeah, like if you keep messing with something that's not healthy for you, or keep constantly parlaying in, or just taking, you know, whatever, and God really gonna come like, all right, I showed you before why you shouldn't be with them.
Yep.
And you know, you went back, and I showed you again while it wasn't good, and you went back. So it's like, it's really like that one good time, bro, gonna be fed up and be like, yo, now you gotta deal with that like forever.
I learned a valuable lesson from that though. Like,
yeah,
I definitely learned a valuable lesson from that. Like you could love somebody, family, friends, like you really can love somebody. Mm-hmm. But if you are to the point where you are obsessing over this person, you feel like you can't live without this person, you feel like you can't breathe without this person, you feel like you're not whole without this person, there is some deep issues.
I feel like we don't practice loving people from a distance enough in our generation.
We don't practice
and
that.
That's
we
why
don't
all
practice
these little
self-love.
relationships
we don't
be
practice
so
none of
toxic, and everybody, don't get me wrong, certain toxic shit.
You know, certain toxic shit, I mean,
it'd be a ball, you know. But it's not.
You don't want to get that far.
Yeah, and it's not healthy. So and it's all about growth. So at a certain point in time, it's like, all right, yeah, this was fun, but no. And
definitely learned. I learned valuable lessons from that, as far as like, I mean, we can get to like that in friendships later, because like I have dealt with clinginess and obsessiveness in friendships too. Some of y'all friends be dumb wildin'.
Mm-hmm.
But
jump like they
what's that Santana when he be like you walk away. But no, I definitely learned a valuable lesson from that in family and in relationships, because like it could just be too much and you got to cut the cord sometimes. But I mean, I'm not gonna hold you, I do feel a little bit lighter.
Yeah, no
pun intended. I do feel a little bit lighter.
Okay, Slim.
I mean, I do feel a little bit lighter talking about the subject, because like you said, there's more to it. We still have to cover boundaries and communication and healing from family issues.
My
and
family
mental health
is just okay. Like
we didn't get too deep for this first one though.
You got your mother's side and you got your father's side.
Facts.
My father's side, they cool. That's the
cool side.
Nah, that's the bougie side.
Really?
That's why I get my little bougie.
I don't got no bougie side.
I do.
I got bougie members.
They hood, but they bougie.
Yeah, I ain't got.
And then you got my mother's side, and that's the cool
ghetto
side. They're my brothers. Hey, Zay. Say nah. Say nah. But then you got my 3 brothers. You got my sister. You got my 3 nieces and my 2 nephews. Like you got all of that. But I don't think that I have daddy issues. At the end of the day, I am a daddy girl. We did have issues, and we still do have some issues that we're growing through.
Facts.
I won't say going, because we're growing through them shits. Mm-hmm. But
my daddy said shoot. I'm sorry. Sorry.
You went Beyonce on me? Dude, that was Beyonce's song?
My daddy warned me.
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. No, but I feel like you snoring. You want to buy Moet at fucking 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
That song is so fucking horrible. Like,
I've always skipped it.
Beyonce
when
did
I bought the album,
thing
that's the one song I didn't buy.
Beyonce did the one thing we all do. She fell for a nigga that's just like her dad.
I don't want that. It's a no for me.
I've already done it, and one of my crushes, he looks just like my dad.
Yeah.
He looks like he could be my dad's kid. A little spooky. But I still want to suck your dick.
I would.
Oh, wow.
Flex bomb.
Oh, wow. Flex bomb.
But nah, I feel like,
what the hell?
I know. They out there fast and
furious. Girl, this is the we bring our own drinks up in places like this.
Period. I have mommy issues though.
I'm drunk at this point. Girl, I got mommy issues too.
I have mommy issues, and it's not so much because I really just be like, I pick and choose what I get myself into. Like, I definitely do. Everybody got a little bit of mommy issues. Mothers be bugging. Like,
nah, Josie definitely
be bugging.
Josie definitely be wilding. But we gonna get into all of that.
Yeah, but we yeah.
We definitely gonna get into all of that. I think this was a nice first episode. I think we didn't go too deep. Kind of a little bit, but not too much. Not to the point where I'm crying. Once I start crying, then niggas got too deep.
You gotta put that off-air screen up.
Right, like beep. Yeah. Then that's when you know I got too deep. We didn't get too deep.
Nah, I feel like this was
sponsored by Moet.
Can I just tell y'all how we went to the liquor store around the corner?
I'm drunk.
And I'm like, all right, let's go get some. I'm like, all right, let's go get some wine. We in the liquor store. I'm looking for the wine because that's what we came for.
What's my fucking name? I'm the Moet.
Kia's like, y'all got Moet? Real loud. First of all, we get in the store. We like salsa and shit.
We might as well finish the bottle.
Yeah, we could do that. But yeah, I felt like this was good.
Let me get a couple flex bombs for the road.
He's not listening. Oh, he is listening. Okay.
Now that's real motherfucking bars, nigga. You don't know nothing about that. Now listen.
He said Yeezy taught me.
Okay, 1 asthma pump for the go. Then we're out,
this
ladies.
Was good. We gotta work on episode 2. I think this was cute. This was. Oh, shout out to my neck.
Cut the cameras.
No, don't cut it. Don't cut it. Don't cut it. Leave him rolling. No, listen to he cut it. Did he cut it? You cut it? He cut it.